Hi everyone, it's Jeanette here from the Sewing Studio with finally the Bento Box block, which is how I've made the quilt behind me, which I've nicknamed Amy's quilt, because if you remember, Amy and myself were rifling through our pick and mix fabrics here, and she picked out all these lovely bright colours and asked me to do a quilt with them. So we thought we'd show you the block. So if you wanted to make a Bento Box block, you can do one for yourself. It doesn't have to be this bright. So anyway, we're going to have a look at how to make the blocks. It's just one simple block. It's actually a quarter log cabin block. So it's one of my favourite log cabins. So we're going to do that here. Now it's really simple cutting, and each time you do this, you actually have got enough for 2 blocks, which is how this has worked. You've got sort of opposites, if you like, of the block. So let me just bring in these two. So, because a picture paints 1,000 words, so you can sort of see there. So in this block, we've got the orange, the pink, then the orange, and then we make the reverse of that. So then we've got the pink, the orange and the pink. So you end up with sort of 2 blocks, the same colours, but the layout is sort of mirror image, if you like, of the sequence of the colours. So I've got some of my squares already cut out here, really straightforward. I've used 2.5-inch strips because, you know, that's what I like to work with. So the first thing I did was get my fabrics and I just cut them all into 2.5-inch strips to work with. And then I looked at then sort of putting them into pairs of colours that worked really well together. So for this one, as you see there, I've got the pink and the orange. And in this one, I've got this lovely little elephant fabric. And I'm going to pair that up with the yellow. So these blocks are going to be pink, orange and pink and yellow. So from our 2.5-inch strips, I'm going to cut 2 2.5-inch squares. Where's my little ruler? And I tend to cut, even any time I'm making a log cabin, I do tend to cut my pieces to size. I just find it stops the blocks from distorting too much. But there's not a lot of seams in this one, so I'm going to cut 2 2.5-inch squares. And then I'm going to do 2 pieces that are 2.5 by 4.5. And then we want 1 piece which is 2.5 by 6.5. And you want to do that with both of your fabrics. So I've got that in the pink and I've got that in the yellow, and that will be enough to make 2 of those quarter blocks. So that's all our cutting down. So now we can take those to the machine. Now do check your 1/4 inch seams. We want these to come together accurately. But at least be consistent. If you can't quite get your 1/4 inch, you do need consistency with these. So how these, let me just lay one out. How these go is you start one with, I'm going to start one with the pink, and then we're going to put our secondary colour, which here is the yellow, next to it. And then it'll have a 4.5 inch, and then that will be that. And then we go back to the pink, and that's the 4.5. And that long 6.5 will go along the top there. And then the other one will be exactly the same. So let me just lay that one out, because we're going to take both of these blocks. I tend to work in pairs at the machine. So we started with the pink last time. So this time we're going to start with the yellow. We're going to put the pink 2.5-inch square next to it. Then the pink 4.5-inch piece. And then the yellow 4.5 and 6.5. So that's going to be our 2 blocks. So I always start with doing those. So let's go straight to the machine and get those sewn. So once again, just to remind, yellow that side, pink that side on this one. And I've got my 2 sets here, so then I'm going to grab this next one and this time reverse the order. So pink on the left, yellow on the right. Now on this, we're going to press the seams away from our first square. So in this one, we're going to press all the seams towards the pink. And if we do that on both of these, it will mean our seams will nest when we come to put these blocks together. So then I want the 4.5-inch pink. And if we've sewn that accurate 1/4 inch, that 4.5 should fit on there perfectly. So there's our 2 blocks done. I'm just going to finger press for now. Let's say, and I'm pressing towards the pink all the time. So on that seam as well, we're going to go towards the pink. And that's what our 2 blocks are going to look like. Let me just tidy up those little scruffy bits. So I'll just give them a quick press. So there's those 2 blocks done. So we're just going to pair them up with these other ones that we've done. And I tend to sort of do them a little bit opposite. Oh, no, not like that, Jeanette. Like that. And that's how that whole block, let me put that a bit more centrally in the mat. And that's how that whole block's going to come together. So the opposites go in opposite places into the, basically it's a giant 4 patch. So now we're going to sew those together. And because of how we've pressed our seams, these seams here now should lock. So it's a really quick block, it comes together really quickly. Now we're just going to do 1/4 of an inch all the way down there, and then we'll put the 2 sets together. Now we have got a few match points. Oh, put that in the wrong place, haven't I? We have got a few match points along here, so it is just worth just taking our time and lining those up. And there's our block. So let's just give that one final press. So there it is. That's the block all made. Now I made 9. So should we go and have a look at the quilt? So I made 9 of these blocks. So you can see they go here in the quilt. So it was really quite quick. Once you got it all cut out, they actually sew up really quite quickly. I then added this orange border. That was cut at 1.5 inches, so it finishes in the quilt at 1 inch. And then the outside border I cut at 5 3/4, so it ends up at this point 5.5 inches. And I really just based that on how much fabric I had. As I said, these were fabrics that we picked out of our pick and mix bin here. So I just went for the biggest sizes I could get with the fabric I had, and that looked about the right proportions as well. So I just sort of used up everything we've got. So as I said, this was a little challenge from Amy. Would I do this quilt? And she also picked out the block she wanted the quilt to be made in. I do actually really quite like it. It's not necessarily what would fit into my house or what I would choose for myself, but I love colour. And I love all colours, so it actually turned out really well, but it did give me a bit of a headache to begin with to make everything look sort of quite cohesive. The finished size at this point, at the moment, it's just the quilt top, so this now is in the queue waiting to be quilted, is 49 inches at this point. But of course you can make yours bigger, just keep making your blocks. But I just sort of kept going until I ran out of the fabrics that worked together. But I have got some of the strips left that I'm probably going to do a scrappy binding with as well, which I think will look quite nice and fun on this as well. So Amy's really pleased. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join us again here next time in the sewing studio.